cultural aspect. They will, with poor results, the chairman, the owner of the club would have let them know that it's not good enough. You say, Steve, moving up into third place is not bad. It's nowhere near good enough for a side that has spent so much money in the summer. One of the highest paid footballers in world football in Jackson Martinez, and they're current champions. They need a win. Draw's not good enough. Need a win.
Mind you, having said that, so many of the big clubs in China have spent an awful lot of money, including the leaders, Jiangsu, Suning. I tell you what, Chevy, Urawa, and I don't really like to go too far back in history to try and develop trends because they become worthless after a while, don't they? But they've entertained Chinese sides in the AFC Champions League before, and on 3 occasions they've won them all. Shanghai Shenhua, Guangzhou Evergrande back in 2013, and they drew 1-1 with Beijing Guo. Sorry, they didn't win that one, but clearly unbeaten, and they can take some confidence from that.
Oh, most certainly, Steve. They seem, to understand the Chinese game. I mean, they were 2 down away from home last time out against Guangzhou. They kept playing their brand of football. They kept their discipline. And eventually, they knew that, they could force mistakes out of Guangzhou, which they did. So that result has given them a lot of confidence. Today, they don't need, a win is not a must. So they, like they play, because the Japanese, I mean, they are, in my opinion, they are miles ahead of the Chinese in terms of football development. And this is where I think Urawa Reds, leading the J League now, that's not by any kind of luck. It is because they are a very, very good, solid, compact team, and they will take that into this game.
And that's why I think, Chevy, when you talked about the fact that the Japanese side don't need a win, that's why we think young Endo at the heart of that defence is going to be absolutely key, because I think they'll play a kind of slower tempo, the Japanese.
I think they can wait. They can wait for
Shandong Luneng. So take your choice and stay with us on the Fox Sports Network this evening. We will make sure that you are across all 4 games. Goal highlights coming from every one of the games today. I just want to get our commentators' views on exactly what's ahead. They'll take you through the first half. It's Des Corkill and Benoit Poisson.
This is the AFC Champions League. It's match day 4 of the group phases. This is Urawa Red Diamonds versus Guangzhou Evergrande. Bouncing atmosphere in the Saitama Stadium as the 2 teams make their way out onto the pitch. Urawa Reds, under those black tracksuit shirts, are wearing red. Guangzhou Evergrande in their second strip of yellow. Joining me, Des Corkill, in the commentary box is former Singapore international Alexander Juric. And Alex, let's just get a quick thought. One, you're playing in the AFC Champions League. It is a step up from the quality that you play in your domestic leagues.
Well, definitely. I was part of this first with Singapore Armed Forces in 2008 when we qualified for the first time for the Asian Champions League. Then we realized what is really about football, and what level of the football the teams in Champions League they're playing. And it's like I mean, from the for the propensity as a player, you like to play this kind of game, but at the same time is very much in we are far behind of this all the big countries in Asia who's playing this Champions League.
Urawa Red Diamonds, this is the side, just shows one change on the side that came back from 2-0 down to secure a 2-2 draw in the last match against Guangzhou. Lovely Ankic, who had a lovely assist, he leads the line. Muto is there, Kashiwagi will be alongside him up front. On the bench, the man who got the late equaliser is on the bench as well, Shinzo Kuroki. They've also got Tadanari Lee, should they require to score some goals, so there's attacking options. Guangzhou Evergrande, 2 changes for them, Zhang Lingpeng and Kim Young-Guan. They make a return to the side that squandered that 2-goal lead, and you'll think they will add a certain solidity to them, particularly the Korean Kim Young-Guan. But going forward, they've got Ricardo Goulart, they've got Jackson Martinez, they've got Paulinho, they've got Zheng Ji. It is an all-star lineup, Alex.
Well, it's a lineup is really strong, and I must say this. I mean, in all these players we just mentioned is fully international players. Playing for their own countries where they come from, and lots of international China international, Brazil, Colombian. So I must say this. This will be exciting game. I can't wait to for the start of the game. But for Guangzhou, need to attack. They need to try to score goal, because that's scoring goal. That's the way only they can win the games. And
Mihailovic and Felipe Scolari, two hugely experienced coaches on the bench. Scolari, well, looking a little bit calm at the moment, but he will no doubt be furious. They've thrown away last-minute goals in each of their last two AFC Champions League games. Hwang Bo-en went to ground as Abe. Very, very experienced UK Abe. You saw immediate pressing there from Jiang Limpeng from Guangzhou.
Definitely, and I mean, both teams like to play nice football on the ground. They don't really, pumping the ball long. So looking forward to see the good football tonight. And well, for Guangzhou, they need to press. They need to come up and try to win the game.
Abe goes back to his goalkeeper, Nishikawa. Pressed down by Goulart. Gives the ball away to Rong Hao. Yuhan Chao. Martinez. Beaten to the challenge by Moriwaki. And there's the goal scorer from the first game, Muto. After the dreadful error, as you said, from Zheng Chang. Rong Hao's header. Japanese coach in the stadium looking on. Japan, of course, qualified for the next phases of FIFA World Cup, for the final stages in Asia, quite comfortably.
Another ex-Yugoslavian, former Yugoslavian, long time ago, star in all the old Yugoslavian football school. He actually is from Bosnia, coach of Japan.
Many reasons, the breakup of the old Yugoslavia was tragic, but what a team that was.
It was a lot of good players.
Here's Goulart, who's a decent player himself. Four by Moriwaki. Goulart. You can catch up with us on facebook.com/theAFCCL and also on Twitter @theAFCCL. Sydney versus Pohang, half an hour played in Sydney, it's goalless. Guangzhou, plenty of early possession. Kim Young-Guan. The Korean's been a mainstay of Guangzhou's double AFC Champions League triumphs. So it's Feng Xiaoting. Yuhan Chao. Overlap.
Nice first touch.
Rong Hao. Yuhan Chao. Goulart. Martinez. It might break to Yuhan Chao. Corner kick Guangzhou.
Let's say there's a very nice play at the moment from the Guangzhou. Nice